Okay, I know I said we'd be doing the Harry Potter movies, but seeing as how Jaws is celebrating its 45th anniversary, I couldn't pass up the opportunity. With that said, welcome back to ADP Reviews, everyone. Today, we're covering the king of the summer blockbusters and the movie that made everyone afraid to go in the water. This is Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg. I mean, what is there to say about Jaws that hasn't already been said? It's an American classic. Jaws, based on the novel by Peter Benchley, is the story of small-town police chief Martin Brody, played by Roy Scheider, who learns that a shark has staked a claim to the beaches of Amity Island and has attacked and killed a young woman. Though Brody takes this issue seriously, Amity's mayor Larry Vaughn, played by Murray Hamilton, tries to downplay the threat on the basis that Amity Island makes most of their income during the summer, and that if they close the beaches, the town could be on welfare the whole winter, and several businesses could close in the already struggling town. After a young boy is killed by the shark, however, a reward is put out for whoever can catch and kill this shark. As beach security tightens, the police department hires oceanographer and shark expert Matt Hooper, played by Richard Dreyfuss, to help them identify the shark and the level of danger they are dealing with. They discover that the shark attacking these bathers is a great white shark. After discovering a capsized boat with large bites in the hull, they try to convince the mayor to close the beaches. Unfortunately, the mayor, seeing that the 4th of July is near, will not hear of it. This leads to another attack on the 4th of July in full view of hundreds of tourists and beachgoers. Seeing no other option, Brody and Hooper reluctantly team up with Quint, a salty old shark fisherman played by Robert Shaw. Together, they board Quint's vessel, the Orca, and set out to sea in order to kill this demon shark before it can kill any other swimmers. Jaws had one of the most troubled productions in recent history. They were over budget, behind schedule, actors got into fights, and Hollywood executives would call Steven Spielberg every day on set to tell him he would never work in Hollywood again. Somehow, though, they pulled through and Jaws became the highest-grossing movie of 1975, set off the craze of summer blockbusters, and was the highest-grossing movie until Star Wars in 1977. Needless to say, there's a lot to talk about in terms of things to love about this movie. So, let's go through a few of my favorite things about Jaws. First, the chemistry between the three lead actors, Scheider, Dreyfuss, and Shaw, is the best I've seen out of any movie. Every interaction, every smile, every insult, every line is 100% genuine and natural. You're not just watching actors playing shark hunters, you're watching three genuine personalities working off each other in the best way possible. The scene at night with them showing off their scars and telling their stories is cinema gold. Second, the score. I think we've all been to the beach swimming in the water when a friend starts making the Jaws music to try and scare you. And let's be honest, it works every time. The theme of the shark is simple but harrowing and effective, starting off slow as if to tell you that you're being watched, then slowly picking up the speed as though the shark is coming right towards you. Then it gets faster and louder as the shark gets closer, and finally crescendos as the shark attacks. The rest of the score is also good, even if it's overshadowed by the main theme. I especially love the music that plays when Chief Brody is sitting making silly faces with his son. Third, the way they show the shark without showing the shark is ingenious. The original plan was for the shark to be seen all throughout the film. Unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, the shark almost never worked properly. Entire days of shooting were sometimes canceled because the mechanical shark broke, sank, or malfunctioned. Because of this, Spielberg had to suggest the presence of the shark without actually showing it. His idea? Show the shark's point of view. The camera slowly gliding through the water just below the legs of the bathers is incredibly tense because you know at any moment any of these swimmers could be shark bait. There's other scenes too that show the size and strength of the shark, like when the section of the dock is pulled off, or when they stick 3 barrels full of air into the shark to keep it close to the surface, and he pulls all 3 of them under the water. But my favorite part of this movie is Quint's speech about the USS Indianapolis. Not only is the speech great, but Robert Shaw's haunted, faraway gaze as he describes the terror he witnessed while stranded at sea is instantly captivating. There's no flashbacks, no sound effects, just a haunted man telling a chilling tale. So obviously this film is perfect. It's got no flaws whatsoever, right? If you want me to nitpick... look, hear me out. No movie is without flaws, and Jaws is certainly no exception. For one thing, the mayor is stupid. Like, beyond belief stupid. I don't know about you, but this seems to be a very simple, straightforward case of, hey, a shark is chowing down on your citizens like Cheez-Its. His response is to not close the beaches for more than 24 hours, not get the police and Coast Guard everything they need to kill the shark, and not trust the shark expert who says that the shark caught earlier that you thought was the culprit, Carcharodon, isn't the same shark. I get his reasoning, but there's only so much stupidity I can feasibly handle from this guy. The townspeople aren't any better either. When they're told that the beaches will be temporarily closed for 24 hours, someone literally yells out, 24 hours is like 3 weeks. First off, no. Second, there is a shark in these waters killing swimmers. Your priorities are a little out of whack, Karen. But the biggest problem with this film is that the mechanical shark, while still effective, is looking faker and faker as time goes by. It's really bulky, the snout looks completely different from an actual great white shark, the way it moves is kind of weird at times, and the head looks really blocky. But who cares, they blow it up in one of the most badass scenes ever!
Smile, you son of a bitch!
So yeah, a lot of these issues are just nitpicks. Jaws is still one of the greatest films of all time. The acting is great, the story is great, the music is great, it's all pretty great. I give Jaws 5 stars out of 5. It's an American classic for good reason. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And remember to share this video on social media. We'll see you next time on ADP Reviews.